I came to Dubai about 6 years ago. I've always worked in the financial industry, either for banks or for consulting firms and big auditing firms. And so I've done that for like 15 years. Um, and about a year ago, my girlfriend told me to, because I always hated shaving. And my girlfriend told me to grow my beard. And she liked it. And so I started looking for products because it was itchy. I mean, every guy who grows a beard will probably know that at some point it's really uncomfortable. And I started looking for products, and I couldn't find anything in the local market. So I went online, researched some products, found some really cool products in the States and in Australia and London, all over the place. And originally my idea was to sell someone else's products. Yeah, have like a site for that, etc. But then I quickly realized it's much better just to create my own product. And I knew I could do a better product, a more better quality product. Anyway, so then I kind of switched into that mode. I mean, first of all, in this market, there's nobody else doing it. Everybody that uses beer product get it from somewhere else. So it helps to be the first guy, or at least one of the first people to have it made. It's made in Dubai. Although I get my products from all over the world, it's put together here in Dubai. How it's different? It's one of the few products that's 100% organic. So it's not just the label that says it's organic. It's actually 100% organic, certified organic. Um, the quality of the oils are the best I could find, and then I think also the way it looks, the packaging, and kind of the feeling you get when you look at the product. I think it's different. Normally the beer products are very biker, or it's just a different kind of. I don't know. It's just I think it's more a lifestyle product than just some cheap beer oil. I mean, I don't know. Look, I think there's definitely a trend, and like all trends, they go up and they go down. So I'm fully aware of that. That's why I think the trend is still strong. And if I get in now, which I am now getting in, and I have a good product, which I do, my plan is to expand it into other men's grooming items. Uh, because that will never change. We all have to wash our face and clean our hair, that regardless of the beard. So I think, but then also just specifically for the beard, men will always have beards. It will always be there. There will always be millions of people growing beards, regardless of the trend or not. Even more so here in the region. So even if the trend disappears tomorrow, I still think there's a viable business if you have a really good product and you position it in the right way. And it's a quality product. Like one of my fragrances, which I don't want to say too much about it, but it's really a special fragrance, and it will work very well in the region. And I'm not launching with that. It's probably like a month away. So it's not only a beard oil, but it's also a fragrance. So it's not only helps with the beard, but it also smells good. And I'm sure you know, if you've been in here for a long time, the men in this region like to spend a lot of money on smelling good and grooming and things. So even if the trend disappears, I think it's still a viable business. No, there's a few good barbershops in town, and there's more and more people realizing there's a good market for that. So there's a lot of people coming into that market. I don't want to be in that market.
So you want to create a
I want
special.
to supply to them. I want to supply to key barbers, key outlets, and I don't want to just put my product anywhere. I want it in very specific places. But there's like one or two or three really good barbers in town. I don't want to compete. I have no interest in My target market is anybody with facial hair. I mean, it's not specifically for Europeans, locals, no. My fragrance range is there'll be 5 oils. I'm launching with 4, 3 or 4, but eventually the fragrance will fit anybody. So no, my target audience is anybody. Absolutely, it's not specifically targeted. I think it was my first meeting. Wow, interesting question. I felt, look, at the time I was still working in the bank. So for me, it was a sense of freedom. It was almost like a rebellion. I was like rebelling against this corporate machine. Because in the corporate world, you have to look a certain way, you have to dress a certain way, you have to talk a certain way. So it was like a silent. I know it sounds stupid, but it was like a silent rebellion almost against this big machine. And I think that was the first memory. And then also, it was itchy. My beard was itchy as hell in the beginning. Until I got into products, it was difficult. Because there's like a certain period where it's super difficult. And a lot of men reach that point and then they shave it off because it's too tough. But if you have to use the right products, it's no. I think there's everybody. One thing I've noticed is everybody's beards are absolutely different, regardless of grooming or not. Just the way facial hair grows. Some people have like really full beard. Some guys really skinny and like not a lot. So you know what? You just got to grow it out and see how it comes out. And then, I mean, some people like to have it rough. Some people like to trim. I think it's like a hairstyle. It's like clothes. It's like anything else. Everybody else has got their own opinion, their own style. The good thing about what I'm trying to do is I'm not interfering with that.
Yeah.
That is up to the individual. What I want to target is when growing the beard, that process make it better, more comfortable, smelling good, feeling good. And how you want it, long, great, wide. I mean, I like a bigger beard, but I mean, it's absolutely personal. In summer it's difficult because it's humid. Humidity and beards usually, mine goes like this. I mean, so for long beards, yeah, I mean it's tough. There's no getting around the humidity. Advice? No, I think I would advise people to just get it trimmed regularly, just to keep an eye on it. But again, people have so many different styles. I know a lot of the people, local people, they spend a lot of time cutting it and trimming it, and it's very, very, very groomed. My personal style is more just let it grow. If it's a little humid, it's fine, it's not a problem. So I think for any guys who wants to grow beards, I think it's just a lot of guys don't know this. I mean, I didn't know this. I didn't know this a year ago, that the process is completely different if you use a good product. It absolutely changes the process. It makes it fun and it makes it feel good. And as I said, smell good. So my only advice is use a good product. And I'm not just selling my product, any good product that somebody wants to use that, it makes a difference. If it was a convention, I would love to have a representation of my product there, first of all. And would I attend it? Yeah, absolutely, I would. Of course I would attend it. I would definitely, for sure I would attend. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, I would like to have my products. Over the next few weeks, I'll just be doing like a soft launch, just because I've now received my products. So I'll probably be selling it maybe out of from a few pop-ups around town. I'll be at Seoul, Dubai on the 20th of November. They've got a multi-brand store called Early Retirement, where there's different kind of brands in it. So I'm going to be there. And then I'm going to start officially probably selling at the end of the month online at the site. So I think the majority of sales will probably be online, shipped in Dubai and globally. I'm also looking at getting it into big retailers, not only in the UAE, but in London and New York and Amsterdam.
Okay.
There's a lot of room for that market, for the wholesale market. So I think during November, people must just keep an eye on my Instagram account. There'll be certain places where they can get it.
And what's your Instagram account?
It's at Organic Beard Co.
Organic.
Yeah. So they can just keep an eye on that. I'll post stuff there about Seoul, Dubai. I'll post stuff there about the pop-ups. And obviously when the site goes live at the end of the month. And obviously it'll be all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc.
Yeah. And what are the prices we can
Price ranges, I haven't finalized it yet, but it'll be probably in the range of like 140, 150, something like that. I'm just looking at things. Because, so probably in that range.
And are there going to be any student discounts?
I'm sure there will be some for you guys, for sure.
Thanks. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure, man. All the best for your thing.
Thank you.